Hello fellow travelers, I'm back. I'm going to show you more of some stuff that I showed last time and some windows items, some of the windows and some rooftop scenery and some other places. So just, stay tuned to the video. Just want to show you some of the other stuff. There's a saloon here that I didn't go to. It's like a bar. I wanted to see if it looked like the same kind of bar that you'd see in Western films, or just like if you know how bars looked back in the day, if they kept it that way. I don't know if that was a real salon back then. Um, I don't think I saw any signs that said this was like a bar that lasted so long from whenever it was created till now. But if it was, that'd be pretty cool to see. It's a River City Salon, and if you ever came here, just put your thoughts in the comments below, and so I can just see what it's about. Um, but that'd be kind of cool to go inside of it and everything, just to see how it looked. Being kind of a fan of like the bars that you'd see in those Western films, and just to see if it kind of looks like that or not. Of course, they don't have the swinging doors; they're kind of missing that. But I think just your thoughts on if you ever tried food here, or just the atmosphere in general, if you liked it, and just like what to expect if you go inside and all that stuff. There's cool ice cream shops, mini donuts. If you ever ate there, what you thought about the food you ate, and I didn't really go inside of them. I did go inside the candy store that I showed you in my last video, but this is the whole layout in a different side of the street. You can see the whole thing. That's kind of cool. And you see the mini donuts. I want to show you the whole area around here. Then um, kind of show you the whole kind of layout of this place. I showed this last time, but I just want to show it again. It's kind of cool. And just to see it from, if you're like walking down the street, if you're ever there, you see it from the other side. It looks pretty kind of accurate of what buildings looked back then. They pretty much kept the facade of the building, but kind of renovated the inside of it to fit with all the stuff they had to do to be able to walk inside and see everything. But it's cool to go and see everything that's here. And I showed this one before. Showed you guys again. Here are some cool items on the windows, some photos and some other cool stuff. So I'm gonna show you some of the window stuff that I showed last time. As you can see when you're walking down the street, some of the stores wasn't open when I went there, or some of them were kind of closed, so I couldn't have the chance to go inside of them. And some of them they don't want really to let anyone film inside of the shops, and so it's kind of great to ask them if you can film or not, but some of them don't want that. So here's some cool kind of different types of clothing. There's a shop that you could buy some cowboy gear at, which it's an interesting place. I'll show that in my future video. I showed you one of my walkthroughs, but I'll show you again. I asked the owner and they let me in, so that'll be like a future video. And yeah, the buildings kind of look like New Orleans a little bit. I guess that's why there's a name there, Orleans. But I don't think it's based. I don't think it's based on just the building might look like a building you would see in New Orleans because of the similar kind of structure, but it's basically Spanish kind of architecture kind of. And so here you can see more of the items. You could buy some glasses for a traveler and some other cool stuff. So that's kind of cool. But when I went there, I guess it came early. And those are open yet. So I couldn't really go inside. If you're into buying kind of a thing to remember Sacramento, you can buy one of those postcards. They have it some of the shops here. I bought one. I might show you at the end of my trip what I got, and the maps too. I'll show that at the end of my trip. But I just want to show you more of just the kind of things in the window. It's kind of cool to see. I think next time I gotta go to each and every one of the shops just to kind of soak everything in. But some things were pretty cool. Let me know in some of these places if you went to like a chocolate factory, if you enjoyed your experience there, or just how it like what is it basically when you go inside and all that stuff. I didn't really have a chance to go inside, but just want to show you everything I did. I don't want to cut anything out because I feel like you get the whole experience here if I show you everything. Um, if you ever come here, you could go inside. You could go on the steps and see it from kind of a balcony, which I'll show you in a little bit. You can see the whole kind of layout of the buildings. If you're, I guess, if you want to take a photo or whatever, you could take a selfie here and kind of get the scenery in the background on top of the platform. But if you do walk the steps, you gotta be careful. It's kind of, I think it's okay, but it might be a little damaged. But yeah, that's a pretty cool sight to see, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I think if you're into this type of kind of environment, or just seeing most of the buildings here, it's a cool thing to go on top and see everything. They have some dining tables on the top too, so I think people could dine on top, but not all of them have that. Some of them, I don't think the structure could hold people, but some of them can. Like, I guess if you look at the building over there, they probably have some chairs and stuff that you could eat and see. The restaurants have that. So yeah, Sacramento Visitor Center is the one I went to. I didn't notice it at first. I was just like walking around and seeing things. But I went back there and I got some maps. So I'll show you at the end of my trip what I got. And so if you ever come here, just go to the Visitor Center first. They'll probably tell you everything you need to know about Sacramento, old Sacramento. It's a lot of cool stuff. And so if you do get them, you can like do scavenger hunts and all that stuff that I'll show you in my last, my last video of the trip. So if you ever go there, just go to the information center. They'll have everything about what's open, what's not open. I kind of learned a lot about the museums that are open and that are not. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I missed because of the pandemic that that kind of closed everything down. But I think they're opening back up, so they're probably gonna have a lot more stuff to see. I just want to show you everything. So this is the Wells Fargo Museum that I didn't go into. This place is closed from what the information center told me, and so it. But if I ever go next time, I could probably show you that and some other stuff that I wish I could have done, but I didn't have the chance to. So there's a lot to kind of explore still, even though I feel like I did show as much as I could have. But I think if you're ever there, just comment and put your thoughts on it. I wanted to show you the other side of the train station that I showed last time, so I think you will enjoy it. If I just show the other side, but I didn't show the side that's on the back, so you might it's the same thing, it's just a bunch of trains, but I think you will enjoy that. If you ever come here, the gate might be open, maybe. I don't know if they ever open it. If you ever saw them opening a gate and trains would come out, and I guess you could ride them maybe. I'm not sure because it was open. I don't know if this was ever open to the public, but they might have used this for like filming or other stuff to make it look kind of genuine. You know, the whole kind of location. You can see the baggage claim area over there. Um, I don't even know if those suitcases are real suitcases that they left behind back in the day. But that'd be kind of cool to see. And it'd be kind of cool to see if the clothing back then is still there or whatever they did back then. Um, but yeah, pretty cool that they kept everything as it was. Um, Maybe there's a way that you can go inside and see the train for yourself, which is if you're into like seeing classic trains, which I'm kind of into that, so you gotta check that out. This is like be inside of a train that's you know of its time, which I'll show you. I went to one that's of its time, and pretty cool. So can eat here after a good day. But there's a lot of fleas here, so I guess they notice of that. But it's a cool place to sit down, relax. I don't know what those are those in the boxes basically. It could be stuff that they have that are kind of, I don't know really, um, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I'll see you guys in another Twin City, and just stay subscribed so that you'll get more of the stores that I'll show you in a future video, and some other cool stuff. And then I'm gonna show you some cool travel guides that I got in my last video, and I think my last video will be uh, the kind of transit that I took there too. So if you're like into knowing how to get there and stuff like that, I'm not showing the whole thing. Like I won't talk about the full way I got there, but basically a review of the train that I took, and how cool it was to be in a train like that and stuff like that. So just keep subscribed, and just put your thoughts in the comments below about places you visited that I showed in the video. And I'll see you in another Twin City.